Hari Om to all the Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. Welcome to another session of Dharmakshetra Gita study. Today we are continuing with the 18th chapter. And before that, let us start with the Gita Dhyana Shlokas. Chandraji.
Okay, ma. Om Partaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Pullara Tapatra Netra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajwalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vaitraika Panaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Getamritaduhe Namaha Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanura Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Bhishmadronatata Jayadratajala Gandhara Nilotpala Shalyagra
Bhavati Kurpena Vahani Vankarani
Ashwattama Vikarna Ghora Makara Duryodhanavartini Sotirna Khalu Pandavairana Nadi Kaivarthaka Keshava Parasharya Vachas Saroja Mamalam Gitata Kandotkatam Nanakyanaka Kesaram Harikata Sambodhana Bodhitam Loke Sajjana Padairaharaha Pepeyamanam Muda Bhuyad Bharata Pankajam Kalimala Pradvamsi Nashreyase Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Sarvopanishado Ghavo Dogda Gopalanandana Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta Dugdam Gita Mritam Mahat Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutah Stunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sanga Padakramo Panishadaihi Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginah Yasyantam na vidusura suraganaha devaya tasmai namaha Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane namaha.
Okay. So, like we recalled last week, 18th chapter is a summary of all the chapters of the Gita. So it has again Krishna recalls for us all the yogas, karma, bhakti, raja yoga, jnana yoga, and everything, and all the gunas. Basically, all these are divided into the gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas, and Krishna recalls it all over again for us. So selected shloka for us is 42, from which the discussion behind this shloka is about the Chatur Varna, the four Varnas. See, again Krishna gives complete emphasis on the Chatur Varna. Strange as it may seem for people of this age. So what is the importance of Chatur Varna? Why did Krishna divide society into these four varnas? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. This is what we can recall. What is the importance of this? Is there any merit in it? All of us can share. Should we have this Chaturvarna? What does Krishna say about the Chaturvarna in earlier chapter? He did mention, no? What did he say? On what basis has he divided the varnas into four?
Based upon the work type, actually, like some people protect the country, then they're the Kshatriyas, and some people are interested in all this Vedas and all this learning, then they're like Brahmanas, and some people like to keep cleanliness, give importance to everything, then they're like Shudra. Some people, trade and everything involved in. So that's how, based upon the type of work they do, it was classified.
Perfect. So he gave two guidelines on which he has, everything you mentioned can be come under one of the two qualities, guna and karma. See, you have mentioned the karma part of it. What is the guna? Guna also, a tendency to do certain work that makes a brahmana or a kshatriya or a vaishya that should. What do I like to do? So guna karma vibhagasha, he says, Krishna. Now, here he is emphasizing it again. So what happens in society if this guna and karma are, not taken into consideration? In our own environment, we are seeing children pushed into various activities which they are not really interested in. It's disastrous, isn't it? They can't cope. Somebody wants to play the violin and he is supposed to do engineering or vice versa. So all these conflicts come when the guna and karma are not being recognized by families and societies. So that is the importance of Chaturvarna. Imagine if look at our own democratic system. What is happening? What's happening? See, the entire society can be segregated into sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic people. And in between, there's a mixture. Tamasic, rajasic, tamasic, rajasic, sattvic, rajasic, and purely sattvic. These type, all sort of permutation combinations are there. Now, in a democracy, what is the literate population? Some percentage, very small percentage, you say. And then in that literate population, who are the wisdom, the wise ones, how many are there? Even lesser. But in a democracy, what happens? Most tamasic, rajasic personalities get to choose the leader. What is the hallmark of a tamasic person? No viveka, basically. And this tamasic person is very happy with whatever, the basic necessities of life. If that is got done, we are happy. So the other values are not highlighted for him or he is not aware. So in such a system, a tamasic person only is going to become the leader. No. Earlier, it was not like that. We had a kshatriya who was valorous, courageous. His job was to protect people. His guna and karma were both about protecting people, and people born in his lineage also would get the same genes. That is why this caste system, unfortunately, the caste system, the term has come because the one born in such a family, anta, it's become like that. But there is some merit in it, isn't it? One who is born in a Kshatriya family will have those qualities naturally. And it applies to all the other varnas, basically. So then the Raja was a Kshatriya, and then he needed wisdom. So he appointed a mantri who was from the Brahmana class, basically. That is one who has gone through the scriptures, one who is wise, and they would appoint him. That was a nice system. And Gurukula, everyone used to go to the Gurukula and have the same values. All these were in place. Now it's been standing on its head. That's why all the chaos in across the world. The importance of Chaturana. Nobody knows what is sadhana, nothing these days. So we are picking up this thread from verse number 42, in which Krishna is discussing the quality. He discusses the qualities of all the four, but we are going in only for this Brahmana. Why? Because our aim is to understand ourselves. We are all on this path. So it is important for us to know the qualities of a Brahmana. We have done this. So as I said, it is all Krishna is doing a recap of the whole thing. Śhamo damas tapaḥ śhauchaṁ kṣhāntir ārjavam cha jñānaṁ vijñānam āstikyaṁ brahma-karma svabhāva-jam. Yeah. This is the Brahmana's qualities. People can chant one by one. Yes, Chandra.
Śhamo dhamastapah śhauchaṁ kṣhāntir च jñānaṁ vijñānam āstikyaṁ brahma-karma svabhāva-jam.
Mele, next. Suma?
Yeah. Śhamo damas-tapaḥ śhauchaṁ kṣhāntir ārjavam ca jñānaṁ vijñānam āstikyaṁ brahma-karma svabhāva-jam.
Padmaja, if you can.
śhamo damas-tapaḥ śhauchaṁ kṣhāntir ārjavameva ca jñānaṁ vijñānam āstikyaṁ brahma-karma svabhāva-jam.
Who's next? Indra?
Śhamo damas-tapaḥ śhauchaṁ kṣhāntir jñānaṁ vijñānam āstikyaṁ brahma-karma svabhāva-jam.
Nirmala, are you free? Shweta, Padiyar.
Śhamo damas-tapaḥ
Shauchaṁ.
śhauchaṁ kshetram ārjavam
Kṣhānti.
ārjavam ca janma
Jnānaṁ.
jñānaṁ vijñānam āstikyaṁ brahma-karma svabhāva-jam.
Shama means equanimity, tranquility, that state of mind. Dama, restraint of the senses. Mental and physical senses. Shama and Dama represent, they are twins, outer discipline and inner discipline. Tapaḥ, austerities. Śhauchaṁ, purity, inner, outer, everything. Kṣhānti means patience. Ārjavam, integrity. Jñānaṁ, knowledge. Vijñānam is the wisdom. Āstikyaṁ is faith in the Guru, in the scriptures, in the Veda Vakyas. That faith and belief in our own Sanatana Dharma is āstikyaṁ. Astika is a word we are very familiar with. We are an astika and nastika. Āstikyaṁ. These are the brahma-karma svabhāva-jam. These are the intrinsic qualities for Brahmanas. Intrinsic qualities. Obviously, it's very clear that it's not about caste or in which family you are born. Incidentally, you might be born in such a caste, but definitely this is not the intention here. We should stress it more and more when we are talking to others about all this. It's about svabhāva. See here, God is saying it is your svabhāva and your propensity to go after these qualities. What we are all doing, mumukshus. So these are the qualities. So at length we have discussed all this in chapter 13. So what else can we say? These 9 qualities are natural to the Brahmana, and predominance in his constitution is sattva. So this is what it is. What about us? Do we have these qualities to some extent? How much can we, how many mumukshus? That mumukshutva in us naturally gives rise to these qualities, or else we are starting to move towards these qualities. Yes or no? Isn't it? So these are all the landmarks has been given by Krishna, and we are striving towards the same. And one who is established in this, see, some may say we are on the path. We are not 100% whatever Krishna is telling. So we are a mixture of rajas and tamas, definitely. I am at least. Rajas and sattva and tamas, of course, also some element of tamas, 100% will be there. No doubt about it. But the one who is completely established in these qualities, he is the Brahmana. Completely established. What is this complete establishment? They don't swerve from the from these qualities. They don't swerve. And it's become natural for them. Natural, spontaneous and natural. It's not an effort to deploy these qualities when the time comes. So that is a Brahmana. And such a Brahmana is called a jñāna-nishtha. One who is established in jnana. Jnana merely is not about knowledge of the scripture. It is being internalizing and being established in it is called a jnana-nishtha. This is what the points for this. These are the things we have to. So you might ask, doesn't this serenity, all these qualities are there, tranquility, serenity, restraint, purity, patience. So with these extremely sattvic qualities, how will they operate in society? What happens if they see some bad or wrong things happening around them? How will they act? So don't they get indignant about something? Will they or won't they? What do you think, people? Will they get angry or not? And when they get angry, how do they react or respond? Any thoughts? Do they have this righteous indignation about things in life? Huh? What do you think? No thoughts?
I think they will get angry, in the sense, not unnecessarily. It is required. Sometimes this is required, and they have to raise their voice as per the situation and do or act whatever is required. So they will definitely do instead of just keeping quiet. Tranquility and all agalla. They have to open their mouth or whatever it needs to be done. That it has to be done.
But what is their internal attitude?
Internal attitude is always remains as tranquil, as calm, as peaceful.
Yes.
Outside it is required.
Yes. For everything, the poster boy is Krishna himself. Poster boy is our Krishna. He was angry with the activities of the Kauravas, but not with them personally. He didn't have any personal panga with Duryodhana or all the other villains as we look at them. He had no personal. He had only love for everyone. So that's the hallmark of a person who has got tranquility and kṣhāntir. Kṣhāntir is this forgiveness. How am I able to forgive somebody who is evil to me, like Jesus? Forgive them. They don't know. They know not what they do. What is that strength they have, in them that makes them say that without batting an eyelid? Amazing, isn't it? So, see, there are people in societies who are among us who are rajasic sattvic. People get righteously indignant about something wrong that is happening in society. It is called righteous indignation. Alva? So there is this Buddhist monk called, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Thich-Hat-Nan. Is that correct? Anyone can correct me? Thich-Hathathnn. Thich-Hat-Nan. Have you heard of this guy? So this person was speaking about these pacifists, anti-war people, pacifists, who go on the streets and protest. And he had a comment to make. Look at all these peace activists. They had no peace in themselves at all. They're extremely agitated and they're extremely identified with their cause. And they go about this with a great vengeance. That is not kṣhāntir. That is not a Brahmana quality. Even though they are, this righteous indignation is good, but they can be effective only when they themselves are at peace. Another poster boy is Mahatma Gandhi, isn't it? He displayed all these qualities. So all these things are there about a Brahmana's qualities, just for us to know the difference, who is a Brahmana, who is not. And there is a Swami Vivekananda's famous quote, a fool, it's only a fool who cannot get angry. Correct, no? When you see atrocities around you, you better get angry. You better do something about it, because Loka Kalyana is one of the, we are the flag bearers of Loka Kalyana. We have to. Dharma Sansthapanā has to happen. So you better get angry. Only a fool is the one, he cannot get angry because he's so tamasic. Completely tamasic. He can't get angry. But the wise do not get angry. See, look at the difference. They don't get angry, but they act spontaneously as per the needs of the situation. So these are all the qualities of the Brahmana in progress. Okay. Next. So from 42 to 53, all these qualities are again discussed in detail. How progressively one develops these qualities, and this marga is called the Nivritti marga. What is the other marga? One to Nivritti. What is the other marga? Indra? What marga? There are two margas, no?
Pravritti, no? Pravritti.
Pravritti marga. Going outward. All the senses are going outward. We are up and about doing things. And the senses, we indulge the senses more and more. So outward going personality is pravritti marga. And this is nivritti marga. Developing all these qualities and going within ourselves and finding out who am I is nivritti marga. And so in 54, Krishna comes to the grand conclusion about the Brahmana nature. He says, brahma-bhūtaḥ prasannātmā na śhochati na kāṅkṣhati samaḥ sarveṣhu bhūteṣhu mad-bhaktiṁ labhate param. Yes. Can we chant? Chandra.
ब्रह्मभूतप्रसन्नात्मा न शोचति न काङ्क्षति समः सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद्भक्तिं लभते पराम्.
Suma.
Brahma-bhūtaḥ न शोचति न काङ्क्षति समः सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद्भक्तिं लभते पराम्.
Yes. Indra.
ब्रह्मभूतप्रसन्नात्मा न शोचति न काङ्क्षति समः सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद्भक्तिं लभते पराम्.
Padmaja.
मद्भूतः प्रसन्नात्मा न शोचति न काङ्क्षति समः सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद्भक्तिं लभते पराम्.
Shweta.
ब्रह्मभूतप्रसन्नात्मा न शोचति न काङ्क्षति समः सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद्भक्तिं लभते परम्.
Inyaru. Jayashri, are you there? Okay. So once Brahma-bhūtaḥ. So this Brahmana, what happens to Brahmana? He is Brahma-bhūtaḥ. He is completely, this whole rag mein Brahma. He has no confusion. Who am I anta? He has no confusion. He is Brahma-bhūtaḥ. He's become Brahman. Become means we're always Brahman only, but he has realized he is Brahman. He is Brahma-bhūtaḥ. Prasannātmā. Always happy. Tranquil. Prasanna. Cheerful. Na śhochati. He doesn't regret. He doesn't go into depression. Na kāṅkṣhati. He has no desires for anything else. Samaḥ sarveṣhu bhūteṣhu. And he looks at everyone with equal as one and the same. Mad-bhaktiṁ labhate param. And the one who's like this, he attains to me alone. So this is the grand promise of Krishna. So a little more we need to understand about these Brahma-bhūtas. So why is these, the Brahma-bhūta means See, all this has been explained at length in the Sthita Prajna Lakshana of which chapter? Anyone, please. Sthita Prajna Lakshana is discussed in which chapter? Padmaja. Asuma.
I think it is 4th chapter, I guess, 3rd or 4th chapter. I
Illa.
don't know.
No. Jaishri, you want to see? Which chapter is the Sthita Prajna Lakshanas discussed?
Chapter 2?
Correct. Chapter 2 nalli Sankhya Yoga.
Chapter 2?
Correct. Chapter 2 is correct. It is called Sankhya Yoga or Jnana Yoga, in which everything about the Jnani has been discussed at length. So, this is how a Sthita Prajna looks and behaves. These are the signs of a Sthita Prajna. So, this verse is giving us a complete,
Close the door.
complete personality of a Brahma-bhūtaḥ, one who has attained the highest. The fragrance of a blossomed personality is a Brahma-bhūtaḥ. See, this is how the masters describe this is as the river has merged into the ocean. River has merged into the ocean. Why did I become a river in the first place? Because I don't know. Ashte. River is always rushing towards the ocean only, but I'm not aware. The moment I'm aware and the moment I merge completely, I become a Brahma-bhūtaḥ. And then what is the other quality? Prasannātmā. A little about this prasannātmā. What is the meaning of prasannātmā? Cheerfulness, happy always. How can this fellow be cheerful in all situations? Why doesn't he get irritated or whatever it is? On a day-to-day basis, if I have to be a prasannātmā, what is the change in my attitude? Tell me. I'm sure all of us have experienced this cheerfulness lately. What is it that
Because
makes
now he has got that self-realization that anything and everything is all Brahma only. Whatever happens is also all Brahma only.
Yes.
So whatever is not happening is also that same thing. So as such, you can be happy all the time.
Correct. Very correct. Anything else? What makes this person prasanna? Prasannātmā.
He sees himself in everything.
Yes, that is the next point. Samaḥ sarveṣhu bhūteṣhu. That is also correct. Yes, he sees himself in everything. So how can he get angry with himself? We can get angry with ourselves, but still he is always cheerful. So the thing is, this person or all of us who have a little knowledge of Vedanta, we can see the mithyatva in things, isn't it? We understand that this is how this too shall pass. See, why Vedanta? Even a little of this, positive thoughts and whatever the other paths that we have, gone through earlier, we'll come to know this too shall pass. Don't be afraid. This is a passing phase. All these positive affirmations are there. And it's become more and more real for us because we have tried it and we have been successful in applying it in life. That is why this guy is a prasannātmā. He is happy with himself and with the situation. He is able to laugh at himself, laugh at the world. And when I laugh at myself, everything becomes very, very light. All the baggage on my shoulders is as if they vanish. Okay? So that mithyatva is seen. That is the main point here. I can see the mithyatva of the world like a bad dream. Just laugh at it. It's a nightmare, if you wish. Sometimes it's a nightmare and I laugh at it. That's all. I can't do anything about my nightmare or my dream. Nothing. In the dream, I can do something according to the scriptures. Otherwise, I have nothing to contribute. Prasannātmā. See, that is the thing, no? This Brahmas, that is the way Guruji is able to laugh like that, so innocently, like a child. Because otherwise, the worldly knowledge, some of Guruji often has these question and answer sessions, and big words people use to ask questions. They have read many scriptures. They come and ask very technical questions on very complicated scriptures with great confidence and authority. They will quote, and they will talk. Guruji just laughs and makes it very, very simple. So this worldly knowledge, it makes us pompous. No? If I'm not very careful about it, it can become a thorn, crown of thorns, whereas this jnana makes me humble. That's the main difference. So, and then samaḥ sarveṣhu bhūteṣhu. Hengappa, how does he look at everyone samaḥ? Even-mindedness is the hallmark of a sthita prajna. A block of gold or a clod of mud is one and the same for him. Famous quote of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Everything looks the same to me. Clod of mud and a block of gold. Padmaja, hello. You want to share something?
So it so happened that whenever I get into a, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
It so happens that when I get into an auto or a cab, so the first thing that I will tell the driver is Namaskaram Anta. That's all.
Oh, how sweet.
Okay. So I'll say Namaskaram and then I tell the OTP, whatever OTP I have to tell. So it so happened that my mom also came once with me, generally. So then she is like, why do you have to tell that guy? That guy didn't even respond to you, you know. He just wrote it down and went off. He didn't even listen to you. He didn't say Namaskaram in return. So I said, I didn't say that. You only say, no, we watch this Sai program, Shirdi Sai program on the serial comes. I said, you watch that. And he says, Baba says that everyone you see God, even in a dog or an animal, he says, you
Correct.
should see me. So I am seeing that God in him. So that's why I said Namaskaram. Don't tell me all this. That is serial and this is this.
So
You
nice.
should see if
Padmaja.
that person is responding, you should respond. Otherwise, don't do this.
No,
So
correct.
sarva-bhūteṣhu example is like I'm saying this is what we should do.
Very good, very good. Anyone else wants to share personal, personal anecdotes of how Bhagavad Gita has changed my equation with the world? Samaḥ sarveṣhu bhūteṣhu. I look at everything as same, me only. See, there is this very important shloka earlier Krishna has said, which Padmaja just mentioned, which goes like this: Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmini Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Shvapakesha Jnanina Samadarshinaha. You remember that shloka? Vidya Vinaya Sampanne is the wise persons. We say Namaskara only to the wise persons or the elderly persons. But Brahmana, Vidya Vinaya, the ones who have Vidya and Vinaya, what they do, they look at the Brahmana, they say Namaskara to Brahmana. Gavi is the cows, Hasti, the elephant, and Shuni is the dog, Shvapaka is the one who is a Shudra, who is the one in the roadside who is eating rotten things, Shvapaka. Everyone, Jnaninaha Samadarshinaha, he says everyone in the same spirit. Why? Because he says the Atma in everyone, Jiva, the Atma in the everyone. So what happens to such a person? Being equitably disposed towards all living beings, such a yogi attains supreme devotion unto me. Again, the language used here is bhakti, whereas this is pointing to jnana. How is the question? Such a yogi attains to me alone. Labhate param. Mad-bhaktiṁ labhate param. Is there a difference between simple bhakti or everyday garden variety bhakti and para-bhakti? What's the difference? Anyone? I'm sure we can have share a few points here. Para-bhakti andare yenu? Yeah. Indra, we have been, yes.
Ultimate bhakti.
What happens in the ultimate bhakti?
I think you're so devoted that you see devotion all across. You have that love, a love affair with the world, I can say.
Correct.
So,
yes, correct. And one step further also. Love affair with the world. See, in love also you require two persons, no? Yes or no? In love also, we have two. In Parabhakti, what happens? Bhakta merges with his Ishtadevata. He becomes one. That is called Parabhakti. In Upadesha Sara, we are doing that, no? Upadesha Sara, Indra. Do you recall that shloka in Upadesha Sara? Bhava shunya sad, bhava susthiti, bhavanad balad, bhaktiruttama. Uttama Bhakti is being described by Ramana. What does he say about Uttama Bhakti? In Upadesha Sara, different stages of Bhakti are being explained by Ramana. Then he comes to Uttama Bhakti, supreme devotion. So, can Padmaja, Indra recall we are studying this, no? Bhava Shunya. What happens in Uttama Bhakti? Bhava has become Shunya. In a Padu, what is the meaning of Bhava Shunya? See, Bhava means you have a Bhava towards XYZ, towards God. There is still duality. That Bhava has to become Shunya. It has to be Bhava Shunyata has been attained in Samadhi. And then Bhava Susthiti. You are established in that Bhava of Sthita Prajnatva. You are in that stage of Susthiti. You are established in that Bhava Shunyata. You are established in that Bhava of Bhava Shunyata. And with the Bhavana Balat, with the strength of the Bhavana. What Bhavana? What is the Bhavana that Ramana stresses again and again and again? What is the only one thought that you should have in the mind when you're sitting for Nididhyasana or Vedantic meditation? What is the Bhavana? What is the Bhavana should I have? Tell me. Is it Saguna Brahma, Krishna with flute, Kirita and all that? Or what is the Bhavana should I sit with for Nididhyasana in Vedantic meditation? Anyone, please. What is the Bhavana I should sit with? Oh, yeah.
Oneness with God.
That is fine. Oneness with God is fine. On what basis will you know that I am one with God? The Vedantic teachings. Alva. Yeah. Padmaja.
No. When I always sit, it is like, one with the universe, Anta. In the universe and me, there is no difference. It's all one team, Anta. That's all. With that team thing, I just go.
Yes, Rajayashri.
With Soham Bhava.
That is the thing, no? Nanu nanembudu nanalla, ide hamana buddhi nanalla, Satchidanandatma Shivananu Nane, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. That is the ultimate mantra with which I have to tell myself and let it sink into me completely and sit with that bhavana. That is the bhavana bala. With the strength of this bhavana that I am Shiva, Shivoham, Soham. This is the bhavana which gives me param bhaktiṁ. That is why in this shloka, though it looks like a bhakti shloka, Shankaracharya, I believe, has written 5 pages of commentary on this parabhakti alone, proving that Krishna is not talking about Dvaita or Vishishtadvaita, he is talking about Jnana. That is the beauty of these commentaries by all these masters. They give out the different shades. And Shankara says, see, Krishna has described the 4 types of bhaktas. What are the 4 types of bhaktas? Again, in the 2nd chapter, it has come. Can anyone recall the 4 type of bhakta? Not in 2nd. Bhakti Yoga chapter, it has come. Yarappa 4 types of bhaktas. Please, we have to know this. Suma, can you recall the 4 types of bhaktas? Very, very commonly quoted everywhere by everyone.
I can't remember the names, but when you are like in more sorrow or something like reaching up to God, one type of bhakta, or just fulfilling your desires,
Correct.
another type of bhakta.
Correct.
And 2 more, I can't remember.
Yeah. Can anyone recall the terms? This is very important.
It is Artha.
Artha.
Artha, ones who are in kind of some problem, and then they say, okay, fine, because of my issue, please help me out, Kanta.
Correct.
They are very much, begging kind of thinking, I mean, this extreme issue, so they're, stuck up with this. Please help me. That is one. The other ones are jignasus, who have
Arthi. No, next one, immediately after Artha is Artharthi. Artha means
Artharthi. Okay. Artharthi means they have some desires. Okay, I want to achieve this, I want a house, I want this one. They're not in any extreme distress, but they have little more than some kind of desires.
Haudu.
So that becomes Artharthi, some kind of thing. Then this jignasus who have they are the devotees which have some kind of inquisitiveness or some kind of seeking mind.
Mumukshus, correct.
Mukshus. And the highest is jñānis, the devotees. They have established knowledge. Knowledge is there. They're all jñānis.
Perfect. So Shankara says, see, God is talking about 4 types of bhaktas. Here he is talking of the para-bhakta is the 4th kind of bhakta, the jnani bhakta. That is the stand of Shankara, the master of Advaita Vedanta, who is our master. So, yeah, this para-bhakti is what we have to aim for. And one more, and we can wrap up for the day because on the same lines. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavanyashchasmi tatvatah tato mam tatvato gnatva vishate tad-anantaram. Yes. Chandra?
Bhaktya mamabhijanati yavanyaschasmi tatvatah tato mam tattato gnatva vishate tad-anantaram.
Yeah. Next, Suma.
Yeah. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tatvatah tato mam tatvato gnatva vishate tad-anantaram.
Next, Indra.
Bhaktya mamabhijanati yavanyaschaśmi cha tatvatah tato mam tatvato jnatva vishate tad-anantaram.
Yes. Then Jayashree. Can you? Suma. Suma can chant.
I'm done.
You're done, sorry. Shweta. Yeah. Padmaja, Shweta. Yes.
Bhaktyo na
Bhaktya mam.
Bhaktya mam abhijayanti
Janati.
abhijanati
Yavan.
yavam yasya
Yes. Yavan yaschasmi tatvatah.
yaschasmi tatvatam tato mam tatvato janatvam vishyate tadanantaram.
Okay, fine. Only Padmaja is left.
Bhaktya mamabhijanati yavanyaschaśmi tatvatah tato ma tatvato gnatva vishate tad-anantaram.
Yes. So, Bhaktya mam abhijanati, the one who gets to know me via bhakti. The natural transition from bhakti is jnana. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. ಏನಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು? What is the jnana that you should get through bhakti? Yavan. In bhakti, I get the jnana of yavan, means how huge I am. This is about the vibhuti of the Lord. I am everything. I am omnipotent. I am omniscient. I am omniscient, omnipresent. This is the yavan. There are 2 very critical words in this shloka. Yavan and yaha. Yavan yaha cha asmi tatvatah. So, yavan is about saguna brahma. Through bhakti, I come to know saguna brahma. Everything is the Lord alone. It is the vibhuti of the Lord. The waves in the ocean are the Lord. whatever, see how many things we learned in the Vibhuti Yoga. Everything is Lord. Every khana is Lord only. Yavan. The magnitude in the Mandukya Upanishad, it is described, the Virat Swarupa of Saguna Brahma is described. Saptangaha. See, in one of the previous shlokas also, I am not sure, not here in the Upadeshasara, 7 limbs this Virat Purusha, this Saguna Brahma has. Which are the 7 limbs? Anyone can recall? Padmaja or Indra can recall 7 limbs, or Jayashri, 7 limbs of this Virata Purusha. The 5 elements, Panchabhutas, they are the 5. They are 5. And then the sun and the moon, they are the 6 and 7. And then Saptangaha, 6 and 7. Then there is Jiva himself, the Atma. They are the 7 limbs of this Virat Purusha. So each and every being, in the sentient and insentient being in this entire universe, they are made only of this Panchabhutas only. Manifest gross elements are only 5. Combination of all this is this Yavan. I'm everything. I'm omnipotent and present also. Fire and moon, they represent the subtler aspects of the Jiva, and then the Atman is the subtlest. So by loving devotion to me, by bhakti, I can understand this Virat, this thing of me. Then yaha cha, how much I am, number 1. And what am I? Who am I? Ramana's famous line of questioning, who am I? That is the Mula Tattva of me myself, the Jiva and Jivatma and Paramatma. Who am I? That is also arrived at with Jnana Yoga. So that is Tattva. So the manifest world I understand as Brahman, and the same Brahman is me, is understood by Yaha cha asmi, by Jnana Yoga. Tato mam tatvato gnatva, by understanding me in my real nature. Vishate tad-anantaram. Immediately you attain to me alone. So the moment I realize I am Jiva is Brahman, I am Brahman. It's not as if I I mean, we are all Brahman only, that realization comes. That's all this thing of this shloka. Again and again, God is saying the same things, but we forget. So he's repeating again for us. Vishate tad-anantaram. He pravishate. He enters me. Tad-anantaram. Immediately, without a second's delay. The example given is, the moment I wake up from the dream, is there any time gap between realizing that it was just a dream, that I am the waker, or not? There is no time gap. That is the meaning, that is what is conveyed by this word, tad-anantaram, tad-anantaram. Immediately you become me alone. So first God entered all the beings as in how it is, the manifest world is described in the scriptures. God first enters into everything in a manner of speaking, and then I enter into God. The ocean becomes the river and the rivulets, and then the rivers and the ocean, they merge with God. So these are some of the points of this shloka. Anya bhakti turns to ananya bhakti. Okay, done. This is all about these 2 shlokas. Then in the next class, we can take up some more shlokas. All recollection only, nothing more. Okay. Shall we close, or any questions are there? Yeah. So this is all the culmination of following the nivritti marga. The qualities of a person who is following the nivritti marga. That's all it is. From 45 to 55, all these qualities are described. Okay. We can close for the day if nobody has anything more to say. Om Asato ma sadgamaya तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಈ ದೇಹ ಮನಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವನಾನು ನಾನೇ, ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ. ಲೋಕಾಃ ಸಮಸ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ओम. ओम तत्सत्. कृष्णार्पणमस्तु.